Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is Dudley Culture Council meeting on November 2nd at 10 a.m. and call the meeting to order. And the meeting is being recorded. So let's start with introductions. Louise, you want to start?
Louise Williams. Peggy McCouga.
Joanne Brinker, chair. Get you.
Annette Guyon.
And Jane Champagne, secretary.
Morning, Patty.
There's a chair over here
Oh, okay.
if you'd like to.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Marilyn, your introduction.
Marilyn Kramer's member.
And introduction.
Oh, Patty Byron, member.
Thank you. Next, we'll have the secretary's minutes from our last meeting on June 15th.
Yes. The minutes were taken by Mary Kunkel, secretary. The meeting was called to order at 1 o'clock. Members present, Ginny D. Donato, Joanne Brinker, Ron Stolacek, Mary Kunkel, Jane Champagne, Marilyn Kramaz, Patty Byron, Peg McCouga, Louise Williams, and absent was Annette Guyon. Members were introduced. Secretary's report of the November 3rd, 2023 meeting were read and approved. Treasurer's report was read and approved. Current balance in Treasury, $9,596.92. Old business. Brochures would continue to be placed in usual places and at DCC fund events, if possible. Mary Kunkel noted that the library message board and the message board in front of the fire department are again available, mainly to publicize when grant application dates are to be accepted. Completed surveys were gathered and were given to Joanne. Banners were successfully placed at most DCC events, and the sign-in, sign-out sheet seems to be working. Peg McCouga has taken on the responsibility of seeing that banners get to funded events whenever possible, and they return to our place in the mailroom. Ginny made aware that Tim Van Egman and Davis Bates programs held at the senior center were extremely well received. New business. Nominations were taken to fill the chairman and secretary positions, as Ginny D. Donato and Mary Kunkel have completed their terms. The following members were nominated and unanimously elected. Chairman, Joanne Brinker. Co-chairman, Ron Stolacek, who will also continue as treasurer. Secretary, Jane Champagne. State grant application dates for the upcoming cycle are September 1st to October 16th, 2023. Ginny went over our local priorities and noted that any changes need to be sent to MCC no later than August 31st, 2023. The rain date for Rian Richards' program, Celebrate Trails Day concert, has changed from June of 23 to September 17th of 2023. Other business. Members were encouraged to attend programs that we fund whenever possible. Along with the banners, a small plastic frame indicating that an event has been funded by the DCC will be used in lieu of banners if deemed applicable. The administration fund is currently at $701.92. $555 of unused admin funds from the current cycle will be returned to MCC, as we did not use our current administration fund of $146.92. Next meeting to be held on August 10th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Respectfully submitted, Mary Kunkel, secretary. And I'm just looking for any questions, additions, or deletions to the notes.
Is there a motion to accept?
Excuse me, I have a question. The $700 and then $500 went back to the state. I missed that at the meeting evidently, because I don't know what that's all about.
The $555 is what we voted to retain of the 5%
Right.
of last year's grant money.
Okay.
And if you don't
the swinging door, we can add it back again?
We can.
Okay, all right.
Yep. It's a voting option item, so we can't.
I understand.
Okay.
We have to vote it back.
Yes.
Okay, I motion we accept the minutes as read.
I second.
Thank you.
Approved?
Aye.
Excellent. Okay, the next item is the treasurer's report. Ron?
Okay, so we have encumbered from fiscal year started as of July 1st of this year, and we have encumbered funds for $2,170. And then what we carried over was that $555, which was the MCC 5%. And we also had administrative funds of $150.73. So the bank balance as of the 11th of October was $2,875.73. And then also the total grant funding for 2024 was $11,100, and then we rolled over the 555 into that, so that we have a total of $11,655, which we're going to use to approve these new applications.
Any questions? Motion to approve?
Approve.
Okay, excellent. All in favor?
Aye. Who second?
Yeah.
Who seconded? Thank you, Louise.
You're welcome.
I got you in that.
Okay. Okay, the next item under old business is the review of encumbered grants outstanding. You have a handout, spreadsheet, that's the FY 2023 LCC grant tracking spreadsheet. So we have, as Ron stated, right now we have encumbered funds of $2,170. That's FY '23 grant recipients that have not been paid and or have done their event. There's two awards that have not happened as of this point in time, I believe. One I know for sure hasn't. That's Stephen Lewis. He was doing a poster exhibit at the library, and that was supposed to have been held last month, and it didn't take place. I sent him an email with no correspondence, so that one may not happen, so that money may be added into FY '25 money. The other one is the Dudley Elementary School, the Positive Playground. I've been in communication with the principal there, and they've had some snags, but she said they were attempting to complete it. So hopefully that will take place by December 31st. And everything else is, went fine. Everything's on schedule. All the disbursements that Ron has received paperwork on, and so we're sitting pretty good for FY '23. So any questions on the tracking? Okay. The next thing is the member list. That was in your packet also.
Thank you for that, thank you.
And if there's any errors here, please speak up and I'll correct it. I want you to notice the last two columns on the right-hand side, your end date of your terms. This tells you the first 3-year term. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 members here. The first 3-year term comes to an end, and hopefully you will all be happy to re-enlist for the next 3 years. And if not, we need to look at reaching out to people, you know, who might be interested in serving on this council. And at the end of the second 3-year term, that could be very challenging for us, so of members having to take a year off. There's 4 people at that point in time. If they sign up again, we'd have 4 people having to take a year off. So that would be a very crucial period of time in order to keep the council running, that we do have new members. So if everybody could keep that in the back of your mind, if you happen to be talking to somebody who would be interested, please encourage them.
When and how do we have to reapply?
Pardon?
By when do we have to reapply for the next 3 years?
Your term ends June 30th, so anytime.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should check with Michelle, sometimes they flip them automatically.
Okay.
You don't even have to reapply. That has
It
happened.
would, yeah, be wise just to
Okay.
make sure the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you notice any errors here with your name, number, please say so. Okay, now, for our new business, to the purpose of our meeting here. Did you all remember to bring your packets with you? Okay, any questions on the priorities guidelines that we follow? If not, we'll just skip that. And, so, you had 2 spreadsheets in your packet. Does anybody have any questions about what I was attempting to do on these spreadsheets? If you-
No, I thought they were very well done.
Okay, great. Hopefully all the information is, pertinent information is needed on these spreadsheets, so we can hopefully just kind of glide through these. So, our first person to start with, application number 1, Patty, would you like to begin on, let me back up a second here. For reviewing these, summarizing these, just if, once you summarize the event that the person's looking, looking for funds, stating what the amount they're requesting, what the program entails, that we have the venue, commitment of the venue, hopefully the date, if not, at least we know they're committed to that venue, so we're good there, because we can get the date later. If there's any other funds that they have access to in case we're not able to fund 100% of what they're requesting. So when you read the application, we can all, if we all agree to look at it, you can put it in the yes. If it's a definite no, we'll put it in the no. And if we have some yes, some no, we can put it in the maybe pile. So once we go through them all, we have the yes ones, the yes ones, and if our dollar amount is more than what the amount we have to lend, then we need to go back and look at the amounts to see what can be adjusted. So is, this good with everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so Patty, you wanna start?
Yep, this is a, request for $300 from the Dudley Grange Strawberry Festival for the Old Fiddlers Club of Rhode Island. And they provide fiddle music that appeals to all festival goers. So the project discipline is music. The date is June 20th, 2024. Number of people that will benefit, 2,000. And they have not appealed to any other organization for financial support. Have I covered everything?
Yeah, that's very good. So, and you feel?
I'm in favor of it. I mean,
Okay.
definitely.
Anybody else have any, everybody else is in favor of? Yes. So that's a definite yes. Okay, we'll put that in yes. Okay. Do you want to
Sure, the next one is, project title is The Living Statue, and it takes place at the Strawberry Festival on June 20th, appealing to visual arts. The amount requested is $100. Let's see here. The living statue is Randy Orwig, a professional mannequin who has performed at festivals, fairs, and community functions around the country. His performance at the 2023 Grange Festival was very well received by the attendees, and he regularly performs at the Woodstock Fair. The Black Tavern Historical Society participates in conjunction with the Dudley Grange by opening the historical tavern to the public for tours. And he has not applied to any other organization for support. And the request, I don't know if I said it or not, is for $100.
That would be something different at the,
Yeah, I've never seen
That
the
would be
the
something
living
different.
statue.
He was there last year.
were they?
He was, and he was wonderful.
Oh.
It adds to the whole vibe.
Yeah, it does, it
I-
does.
Because he's located where we all wait on the sidewalk to buy our tickets and line up.
Uh-huh.
And so you're looking around for something to do, and you're looking at the Black Tavern, and then you look to the right, and there he is, and you say, is he real, is he not real? It was really
It
good.
sounds good, I mean, we're
I
gonna
really liked it.
Yeah.
support the
And the
music
kids
and
like
support
it.
the
Kids like
visual
it.
as well.
Yeah.
Could I put a maybe on that, so in case that we have another project that we need extra funds for, that this might be considered, taken, that might be taken out?
Yes. we
I'm
can.
not saying,
Saying no,
no,
you're-
I'm not
yeah.
saying no, but put
But-
this, just, put this as.
Yeah, that's a
like
good
maybe.
idea.
We can put him in a maybe.
Sure.
Because we have more, we have less money that we can't fund all of this.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that makes a
agreed.
lot of sense,
And
yeah.
and also to keep in mind here that if the Strawberry Festival this is a Strawberry Festival,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That, what was I gonna say?
Keep in mind that.
Keep in mind, yeah. So yes, if there's no other funding, then this would be eliminated from the festival.
Right.
Yes, okay. All right.
Can I just ask, does he speak or he just stands silent?
Just
Mine is
mannequin.
silent.
Mannequin, I would
And
say.
he-
I think it's fascinating.
And he'll quietly shift positions. And you'll look and you'll say, really? Now what's going on?
Yeah.
And
That
they usually
sounds-
don't even blink.
Right. It's $100, my gosh. Yeah, some people get that, the plumber gets it in an hour.
Yeah.
This guy does it all night.
And he was all in gold, so he was
Oh,
all one color.
Okay, all right. So we'll do the maybe and then it'll be reviewed at the end.
Or maybe it wasn't gold, it was probably bronze.
Well, we want the
Statue.
detail accurate now.
Moving on to number 3, Marilyn.
Uh,
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
I have also, from the Grange, it is, wait a minute. It is Old Fiddlers Club, this is also for the, Strawberry Festival. Old Fiddlers Club of Rhode Island and Grew Whisker Pickers for 2024 Grange Annual Apple Festival. This is kind of like, as unique as this bronze statue is, this is kind of like, if they're not there, it's not the festival.
It's
Right.
not, yeah.
So, they're not asking for money from anybody else.
This is pretty traditional though, right?
Yeah,
We
it
do
is.
it all the time.
You hear it,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's $650. I don't remember what it was last year, but that sounds reasonable enough. And I say, why not?
Oh, yeah, I'm a yes.
I'm a yes too.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody in favor? Okay.
Let's see. Put my readers on so I can see.
I'm off and on with them. Okay. So, that's a yes. And,
have the summer concert series that they do up at the Dudley Grange, and they have 2 dates. The first one is July 13th. The band is called Abraxas. The second is August 3rd. The band is called the Great Garage Band Reunion. So it takes place right at the Grange on 139 Central Road. They do have rain dates. It serves about 250 people. They figure that come to both events. And it's open to public, and it's free, and it's a wonderful summer thing to do. And the amount that they're looking for is $2,300 to pay for both bands, and I'm in favor of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be in favor of it also, at this point,
You would what?
in favor.
Oh, is everybody in favor?
Could I just ask, did they have this last year?
They
Yeah,
did.
concert, yeah,
They did.
yeah.
And was it that expensive?
No,
Of course not.
no. This is the most it's been, that I remember in history, yeah. Which
Do
is
you know
only.
how many people attended last year?
No, I went to one.
I went to both,
You went to both.
and it seemed like there were only like 30 or 40 people there. There weren't that many people.
It's not like in the summer with the with the festival.
No.
No, it's not,
just
it's not a big event.
And they were wonderful,
Yeah,
but I mean, doesn't hit that many people.
yeah.
Again, it's
In
prob-
past years, there were more.
Yeah.
And maybe it was the
Maybe
weather,
weather,
the hot,
exactly.
I don't know. There could be multiple factors
dates on
involved
that?
with it.
And is it
On the first
advertised?
one?
That's a
August?
design thing, yeah.
The first one
I
is
don't know.
July.
Oh.
I think one of the bands was
July
a tribute
13th.
band,
And the
which
second one
sounded
was
pretty interesting, and the
August
other band didn't sound
August
so
3rd.
interesting.
I'm sorry, I wasn't attending to details.
So I'm in favor for anything music
And it can serve the
Well,
most, the greatest number of people in Dudley too.
Want to put a maybe in to come back to that one?
I think it should,
Because we might partial fund it.
That's.
yeah, I think it should be a maybe. That's how I feel.
Partial
Yeah,
fund,
partial fund
that
it, yeah.
that they wouldn't have a band.
Yes, because the Grange doesn't have any other,
They'd have,
Yeah.
their funds are not
Oh,
to
okay.
support,
right,
let's say. So if you funded 800 only, then that would be maybe one band they would, but not
So it's
both.
all or nothing, you think?
Yeah, yes,
Oh, okay.
according to the application. So,
Did it say all or nothing on that one?
We might as well put yes. We have
I don't know that it's all or nothing. I could read through this again. I
it's
mean,
on the,
one,
it's on the
let's look.
last. The Dudley Grange would not be able to hold the event without funding.
right.
But they split the cost of the bands.
Right, so if we did
Yep.
partial, the partial would be,
Band would be there on one date, but not on the other?
Abraxas
Yeah.
is 1,500. The Great Garage Band Reunion is 800, for a total of 2,300 on different dates. There's quite a difference in the price of the
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah.
But you could split it though, I mean, if they, because they're not all in the same, not being on the same day, they're different dates, right?
Two different
They are
performances,
two
yeah.
different dates.
yeah,
You could fund one band and
Yeah,
not the
fund-
other.
right.
That would be the only choice.
that would be, yeah,
Mm.
so do a maybe.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should do a maybe.
All right. Okay. Peggy,
Yep. I have, the Dudley Middle School, and it's a field trip to the Samuel Slater Experience. So it is scheduled for spring 2024, so there's no set date. I don't know if we have to have a date.
no, not, no,
Okay.
yeah,
It just says
that's like some you don't need, it's, yeah.
Right, it's for $1,820. And it's for 150 students at $10 each. So that's $1,500, and 20 adults at $16 each, so that's $320. So that's where the $1,820 comes from. So it's an, after anything that has to do with having the kids learn about local history, and Samuel Slater was so important to Webster, Dudley, Oxford, and even the tri-state area,
Yeah.
Kentucky, Rhode Island. So I think it's important for the fifth graders to learn about that.
Yeah.
We do local history, well, as a third grade teacher, right, Louise?
Right.
Maybe we did Black Tavern, and that was, local, but, I think, from what I've heard, I still haven't gotten there, but it's supposed to be
It is
phenomenal.
fantastic.
Phenomenal, absolutely
I just
amazing.
wish they would let the students in free.
I was just gonna say, well, couldn't it be $5 and not 10?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of money.
That is a
And
lot of
it
money.
is,
But it's
16
important for the
16
students.
for the adults, and said it would be teachers.
Yeah.
But I think it's certainly a worthwhile project. Now, it says, if they only get partial funding, they can do fundraising with a balloon pop, which is pretty interesting, what that balloon pop is. You pay for a balloon, and then when it's popped, there's some kind of prize inside.
Oh.
And I think is it $5 or $10? Maybe $5. So the kids can purchase the balloon, and there's always some kind of prize inside, or PTO funds if available. So, if we want to just partially fund that.
Well, how about, it's a yes. I think
Okay.
you're all in agreement, it's
I
a
thi-
yes. I
think
shouldn't
it's- I
speak
think
for
it's a-
anybody.
I think it's a great thing,
I think,
yeah.
so let's say yes,
Yeah.
we can always go back and visit the dollar amounts as
Right.
well.
And you get so little history these days,
Yeah.
and
So
especially you
Exactly.
can take pride in your community too.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we can go back and visit if it's necessary.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll put yes.
Yeah, okay. 6, Louise.
This is also for the Dudley Middle School. It's for the seventh grade class. It would be held at the Hanover Theater in Worcester. They read the Christmas Carol, and they want the kids to go see the Christmas Carol.
That's excellent.
And they're asking for $2,000. They did say that, if we could not fund the whole thing, that they would be able to do more fundraising. The seventh grade does more fundraising, but I certainly think it's something that we should really consider.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody in favor?
Mhm.
Right,
Okay.
yes.
And if you feel that the
Did
dollar
it say how many
amount-
students were gonna be in?
150.
That's, okay.
And it was, like, what did they, somewhere it broke it down to buses, and, the tickets are $17 apiece. The approximate cost to the student this year will be $29, and a lot of kids can't afford that.
Yeah, no.
No, they really can't, so.
No.
I just thought as I read it, I thought it was a great project to
No.
fund.
Okay, so that's a yes. Number 7, Peggy.
Yeah. All right, this is Dudley Middle School again, and this is for, it's called Media Arts, and it's, money to support the academic year 2023-24, their school newspaper. And, this is something, I guess it's grade 7 language arts students who apply and extend their knowledge. Today we talk about kids who, can't write, go to college and they can't write. And this is such a wonderful opportunity for the middle school kids to hone their skills in writing. And they have, I think there are 3 teachers who will be the mentors, who will help out. And, to me, this sounds like a lot of work for the kids, because they'll be interviewing people in town and, other students. And they will distribute the newspaper. All the kids in the Dudley Middle School will be able to have access to it, will be able to get a newspaper. But they'll also be available, I think, in the library if it's permitted. The library says okay, for townspeople, and it's gonna be online too. So it's just not for the kids, parents and just community members can follow along with the kids at the middle school at doing the different activities. And it gave this is a really nice, this is what it looks like, I guess. And this was something that happened in June, and then another article is about, the book fair and about the, March Madness, they had their own athletic, basketball competition. What was it? It was
They're covering
3-on-3.
sports and.
Right,
Yep.
they're covering sports,
Yeah.
and then it did explain what that balloon popping fundraising thing was. So, I mean, it's really nice, and it's kids interviewing other kids, and I just think it's a wonderful thing, and they're asking for, is it 400?
32.
Yeah, which I think we should fund the whole thing, because.
I do
These
too.
kids are gonna have to
They're gonna have
work
some
hard
written
to-
material in their hand.
Exactly, these
It's
kids
wonderful.
are gonna have to
Yeah.
work hard, it's not like they're
Writing,
sitting back
yeah, it's just
and
perfect.
watching a performance.
Yeah.
They have to work to accomplish this.
I think it's a wonderful project.
Right,
If I
exactly.
may interject, a couple of years ago, we funded, they requested money. And the person, the grantee, she emailed us, and I think Ginny passed it on, the newsletter every time they put one
she
out.
did.
Oh,
And
isn't it nice?
it was so much fun reading.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed, yeah, so, yes, then, that's my 2 cents worth.
So again,
So everybody in favor?
Yes.
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 All right, let's move on to me. All right. This one is an applicant from Hip Hop Chair Dance for Seniors, Rondé Grass, located in Randolph. Her application is for $500. That's gonna be changing. It's being held at the Senior Center, and the Senior Center committed for April 18th. And the correspondence that was submitted to the Senior Center was for $380. So the difference was that Rondé was applying for doing a series, the 500. The Senior Center is for one for $380. So I told her we would look at an application for $380 because that was what the venue was for one time. So it says 500, but we're looking at 380 instead. And it's an hour of chair dance, warm up, and hip hop class that you start in a chair and you end in a chair. And they travel through time on the Soul Train. And R&B songs, hip hop, and I don't know why she put the word clean cut hip hop and R&B songs, so. I'm like,
nothing profane.
yeah, I guess so. For seniors, I don't know.
How do you get that without
wouldn't
being,
get it anyway.
everything has, all that music has profanity in it.
So, and it's designed for seniors, and Debbie was excited about having something like this there. So, I think it sounds like it could be a lot of fun for people. So I'm in favor.
Yeah, I'm in
Anybody
favor.
else have any
Yes,
comments?
yes.
For the 380.
380, yeah. This keeps timing out on me.
Because of my phone call with the doctor, I missed this
Okay.
animal. Are you doing it or
So
not?
that's,
Yes.
That's a yes, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry
the
to
next
take that
one
call, but I had to take it.
is Ron. Oh,
Right, so, what I have is Shepherd Hill wants to put on a Broadway musical, Mamma Mia, and, it's gonna service 100 youth. And, the total cost of this project is $10,000, and they're looking for $2,500 from us for costumes and other paraphernalia, and, the one thing that they did say, if they don't get the grant, that Mamma Mia would not occur. They wouldn't have enough funds to be able to. I think it's a great. It would be great entertainment for the community. It'd be a great entertainment, for the kids that are going to be in the play, in the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
Definitely covers the broad range of age, not age groups. Well, yeah, age groups. 'cause
Yes,
I think
it
it's
does.
great.
Oh.
I'm all for
I
it.
thought there was supposed to be
Oh,
that.
you go to the
Oh.
performances.
I guess I-
Community do.
Yes,
I
they
was-
do.
I misspoke, because over here it says the ticket sales prices will increase and will add a raffle to help raise funds.
and they applied at Charlton also.
Okay, and they're applying to Charlton.
Yeah. They have
applied at Charlton Cultural Council also for grant money.
Okay.
Yes.
If anybody has seen the Mamma Mia, I think
Yeah.
this would be really great for the kids.
Oh, I love Mamma Mia.
So everybody agree that it's a good?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Whether we fund the total
Yes.
500, is that a question? Because they do, I mean, it's a larger, project where, I mean, I don't know what the ticket prices would be, but they said ticket prices in fundraising. So do we wanna go for the full 2,500 now, and then we can take a look later, if that's
I think we should just 2,500.
Let's do it. I
Okay.
I like the program.
I do too.
I do too. We have a date night then, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Let's see.
And when is that going to be?
May.
Is there a date?
May. It says
What's the date on that?
May
May.
2024, no
Yeah.
specific.
No,
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
No. Okay, what's the next one here? Oh, me, okay. This application is from Patrick Smith, who is involved with brass, well, he's called Northbridge Brass. And his project title is Afternoon of Brass #3, where over Memorial Weekend, he'll hold 2 concerts, one in Mechanics Hall and one at Old South Church in Boston. Mechanics Hall is in Worcester on the 26th, and Old South Church is on the 25th. He's asking for $500. The band in Mechanics Hall will be comprised of amateurs who want to try out and play in it. And I believe there's some chorus involved with it also. The ticket price for Dudley residents is $5. Normally, I think he said $55. It's on Memorial Weekend. We did it last year because it's something different that potentially, it would interest people. Memorial Weekend did not work very well for people.
Yeah.
It's
It's a
not,
tough
it's not a
weekend.
good weekend. So I'm saying no because we have local
Local.
events that will benefit
Yes.
far more people than Worcester. It's not that far, but it's on a difficult weekend as well. So that's my thoughts, but if anybody is interested in it, please speak up.
I agree with you. I mean, I already have plans for that weekend, so I'm already a no. And we do need to cut $697. Now,
So
the
that 500 could be
the
used.
500 helps towards that, and the hip hop reduced by 120, so
Yeah.
we're almost there.
We are, yeah, exactly. $5, I think that'd be a wonderful thing to go to.
Yes.
I would love to go to it, but
It's just a difficult
it's a
weekend.
very difficult weekend for everybody. It's not just us, but it's the
Right,
community.
right.
Yeah,
I agree.
okay, so that'll be a no. Okay, next one, Annette.
Yes. This is for the Hopedale Women's History Project, and they're requesting $250, and project is for humanities. Project title, Useless Draperies to Practical Pantaloons, Dress Reform in 1850s. Project will take on May 16th, and it will be held at the Black Tavern Museum. It summarizes, what it'll be. It's hard to imagine backlash women suffered when they began to adopt the boomer costume in 1850. Target audience is specific individuals who are hoping to attend or participate in a project. It is free to the public, and it's gonna be held, I think they said, at the Black Tavern. She's already made the arrangements. Local local council funds may only be used to support activities that contribute to the cultural, vitality of the community as a whole, rather than benefiting any private individual group. It's Linda Hickson, is from Hopedale, and she is the one that's organizing this. The project budget, the salaries and artists, humanists and scientists fees is $200. Technical creation of the presentation is $250.
It sounds like an interesting conversation.
It does.
They do, they do. They have some good
That reminisce night, the room was packed.
Yes.
I've never seen that many people there, and they, well, I'm not gonna go on, that was
Yeah.
a different thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyway,
so-
it was very well
so-
accepted, I think this would be
Is
too.
everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Okay, for the 250? Louise,
It is for, it says it's Dudley Senior Center. It will be on March 21st. It definitely connects with St. Patrick's Day. It is from Ireland to America. It's all kind of a festival celebration of traditional Irish and Irish-American musical traditions performed on a variety of stringed wind and percussion instruments. They include many traditional Irish musical styles ranging from lively Irish ballads to Irish sea shanties and work songs. They do have the venue, the senior center, Deborah in the center. She recommends this group. It did say something about, as far as funding, there could be the sliding scale. The event may still occur either with a reduced fee by the artist or with some financial support from the COA, providing that the total amount is within the artist's sliding scale fee of $450 to $500. I'd recommend it. I mean, I think it's perfect timing.
he's every year, I think he's there almost.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he-
Oh,
Yeah.
Well received, yeah. Yeah. So I'm in favor of it.
Good.
Everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
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 And I have the last but not least,
Yay.
another for the Dudley Senior Center, but I like this one because this is the memory cafe for the people that are older or have Alzheimer's. This is a performance, it's only an hour. The target audience is the Dudley Senior Center, especially anyone who is affected by cognitive declines, but it also includes the Council on Aging staff, volunteers, and other members of the community. There's a nice letter from the Council on Aging that asks us to consider this, and Deborah Johnson, who's the director, I guess, in Dudley. They're gonna give out song sheets too, which I think is good. Song sheets with the words to choruses will be available, so that sounds good, and it's not expensive. I would say yes for this one too.
Okay,
And they
everybody
have no
agree?
other funding.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so, so far then, we have, yes, with the dollar amount, $9,342. So the ones that we've said maybe, is it all right if I add those in, the ones we said maybe,
Yeah.
and see where we stand?
2,300 and 1820?
Let's see,
100.
100,
So number 2.
2,300,
The liability statute, you get them.
yeah. The summer concert series,
Good. 23 left, right?
let's see if I don't screw this up. 2,300, there we go. Okay. 472. And we have 11,665. Is that, does anybody agree with me? Anybody?
What we've already allocated is 9,342, is that correct?
9,342. Is that what you have?
Yep.
Excellent.
And I
yes.
subtracted that from 11,665.
And we,
Have 2323 left.
say it again,
2,323 left?
2,000. What's the, I'm sorry.
Aren't we allocating $11,665?
Correct.
And I subtracted the 9342.
Okay.
Hope I should track it right. And I got 2,323 left.
2,320. Okay, so if we,
Hope I subtracted right. Yeah, I did.
so if we fund everything that we have here, the maybes as well, throwing them in, we're off $77.
Too much?
Yes, we have to take
We have to-
77 away from
$77
somewhere.
We have to figure out where to,
You can take the statue out, that'll take care of that.
I'm all for the statue.
I kind
Yeah,
of too.
I
Sorry.
am.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I'm for the statue.
I think,
Well, but quick.
on the, I'm sorry, I think Mamma Mia, $77, that's nothing to, that's a drop in their bucket. $77, if we,
True.
Take it from Mamma Mia.
but that's just,
That's true, Mamma Mia, or the guy, the Ireland to America, also said he had a sliding
He had-
scale.
Oh,
he had a
So-
sliding scale?
450.
So, that could be an option too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah,
Whatever people wanna do, either, yeah.
Either or.
yeah, what,
I would adjust the, Roger.
Yeah.
Since he scales 450 to 500,
Yeah, the event-
somebody read that.
The event may still occur either with a reduced fee by the artist or with some financial support from the Council of Aging, providing the total amount is within the artist's sliding scale fee of $450 to $500.
So we could take the whole $77 off.
Yes, I have a question. How
Yes.
long does that program last, the Ireland to America? Is it a 1-hour program? And where is he coming from?
he's
Where is he
coming from Montega? How do you pronounce that? Montego?
It's an hour program.
Montague, thank you, that's what I needed.
Where's Montague?
I think it's Western Massachusetts.
Oh, so he's driving pretty far.
So what were you thinking along those lines?
Because I was thinking he's doing for the senior center, and the average for the senior center seems to be about $450. And I thought he was taking an awful lot at is it 6:30? 5:60, at 5:60. But if he has a long drive, longer than other people,
When you look at the scale.
Yes.
The budget for, production versus one person, the $77 in a budget of, what is it, 25,000 or whatever?
Yes.
That's really, it's a drop,
right?
yeah, compared to one person who has reduced it already.
So you're thinking to take it away from the Mamma Mia, is that what your point is?
I just, when you weigh it.
I
But-
hear, that's what I'm
that-
trying to get at
You see what
here.
I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but it's.
You're just talking $77,
What does the school say
right?
about the Mamma Mia? Where are they gonna get the money if we don't?
They
start
also
that way?
applied to Charlton.
They applied to Charlton.
It is Dudley Charlton Regional School
They
District.
probably applied the same amount
I'm sure
from
they did,
Charlton.
yes. They probably.
Yeah.
But I know that even with the other one, with the Dudley Middle School going to Christmas Carol. They said that they do fundraising for this. So $77 for them isn't much either,
There, yeah.
you know.
I don't know how much a child has to pay out of pocket for something like that either.
I don't think they pay out of pocket.
They do.
I think that's what the money is for. What they're saying, where is it? So they must figure they're gonna raise $2,300, because the project budget is $4,350, and they're only asking for $2,000.
So then how much are they asking from Charlton?
No, this one is Dudley Middle School.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
So from
Okay.
either one of those, you could take
So-
$77.
I've rethought things and I'm with the Mamma Mia. Take the 77 from Mamma Mia because they are going to Charlton and I know Charlton will help them.
Yeah, they have the money,
Yeah.
yeah. They have money,
And
we do.
we'll leave Ireland to America alone.
So, okay, we need to, is everybody in favor of that, or?
Yes.
Should we?
Considering that's a first.
Yeah. It is.
We're only $77.
Everybody-
Right.
I would write you a check.
Yeah, okay, so we'll, Mamma Mia with minus 77,
Yes.
okay.
Or you could write a check to the music
I
department.
could, yeah, right.
So,
One way or
I
another.
hope I added correctly. Patty, you did also. You got the same figures I did, right?
Mhm.
So we have somebody checking here.
I checked it too.
You did too?
You're on the money.
We're on the money?
You are.
Yay. Okay, so how about a motion then from somebody that we accept?
I motion to accept.
I second.
Second?
Okay,
Okay.
Annette and Peg.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. That not concludes the meeting, but that includes our grant review.
That was
So-
great.
That was nice.
It was this year, so
And
thank you.
there are
guys.
great
Thank you.
programs coming.
They are wonderful.
There's a lot of
Exciting.
programs we can go visit here. See, so this is
Joanne,
good.
you've been wonderful about letting us know when things are coming up.
Oh.
Would you continue doing that?
Yes, yeah, yes, definitely. And that's another reason why, because the project dates are on this.
Right.
So that has to go out.
There was one that was in May that wasn't on here. Which one was that?
And
I thought.
well, the music dance chair thing, that is April 18th, and that's not on here. But I'll redo this and send it, okay? The last item to discuss is our next meeting. The reason why I put June down, excuse me, is because that's probably the next time where we could cover everything we need to do before summer starts and everybody has their schedules. And, before we meet in November of 2024. So we can do this with one meeting only, hopefully.
Great.
And take care of everything. Yes.
The money that we have, the encumbered funds that people haven't had their projects, how much was that? And when does that get kicked back?
25,
Okay.
yeah. I don't,
There was
So,
some,
there's
Go ahead.
wasn't there something about the playground was gonna be pushed ahead to?
she never, the
She never
playground,
got back to you?
no, she never did. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be completed in 23. Otherwise, they're gonna lose out on their money, yeah. But anyway, so June. So does anybody have, the first Thursday in June? I don't even know what date that is.
June 6th.
Does that sound reasonable?
Oh, yeah, that sounds perfect.
That's
Does
good.
it, before summer kicks in and we're all, June 6th,
It's gonna be my last
6?
meeting.
We need another
People
6 to
donuts.
make a double. June 6th, 24, at 10 o'clock?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
On a
book the
Thursday.
room.
That's a Thursday. Okay,
Yes.
June 6th.
yeah. So on the June meeting, there would be a couple voting items. That's why we need to meet before, otherwise we'd have to meet before August, let's say August 1st. So that makes it harder for everybody to get together. Yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
agreed.
Excellent. So the next step is we'll, do letters to the, applicants the denial and the acceptance and wait for the programs to start.
Oh, you're looking so happy.
I'm sorry. So, anybody has anything else they'd like to bring up? No? Okay.
Oh, I would just like to say that, the Trails concert was very nice.
Oh, yes, thank you. I was gonna
Yeah,
mention
that was
that. That was
wonderful.
very nice. Yeah, they did a wonderful job on it.
Really did.
Yeah. Yes. And, we will do a press release for, once we're ready to post the events, that we are funding, we'll do a press release.
Great.
In the papers.
Very
So,
good.
Expect to see that in a couple months, a month maybe, or more, okay? So, that's it. Does anybody want to make a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion with during the meeting.
Wonderful, okay.
Thank
The
you,
end.
Ron.
Thank you, guys.